word Goyla and the word Geula are very similar. Goyla means exile, Geula means redemption. The difference between the two is only an aleph. But that aleph makes a world of the difference. The aleph is Hashem Echad, or as we refer to him as Alufay Shel Olam, the master of the world. Which means that the true godliness and power and the redemption is just to see and to find the godly light that was hidden in Golus. And that's how you experience Geula. But in that itself, there's three dimensions to the Aleph. There is the lowest level of the Aleph, where the Aleph means Alufay Shel Olam, the chief of the world, the king of the world. That's the godliness that is more limited to the creation and vested within creation. Then there is Aleph, which comes from the word Alefcha, I will teach you. So it's something that's not part of our experience, it's something that needs to be taught. Alefcha Chachma, Alefcha Bina, I will teach you. And that's referring to new godly light that is introduced into the world from beyond the world as a result of our work during the Golus. Finally, the ultimate level of Aleph is where you look at the word Aleph, rearranging the letters, and you get the word Pele. Pele means a wonder. It's referring to the levels of the divine that are so high that they're not even possible for them to be taught. They're beyond teachable. And yet they will be revealed when Mashiach comes. And that's the idea of Arenu Nifla'is, I will show you the wonders, means Hashem will reveal to us that Aleph. And that too is part of the Aleph of Geula. Which means the deepest and greatest godliness is the godliness from the level of Pele. How do we connect and find that Pele, the wonder, in Goyla, in Golus? In what sense? So that comes when we appreciate the hidden, incomprehensible elements of Golus that don't make any sense. In other words, there is the regular natural order of things, which is also Hashem concealed. But then you come to something that is so incomprehensible, it is so dark, and it makes you question Hashem in many ways. And yet, you can discover the godliness in that difficulty, in that hardship. That's when you're revealing the Pele that's in Goyla, that's the deepest Aleph that's in the Goyla. And that's the highest Nifla'is that's going to be, and that produces the greatest Nifla'is and wonders in the days of Mashiach. So one of the things that we're all puzzled with is the quarantine. Such a quarantine that's going on for such a long time, and we're isolated from each other. I mean, if anything kept us in exile, it was our togetherness. And here, as we're at the last seconds of the Golus, entering into the Geula, we're all in isolation and a separation. What can possibly be the godliness of this, what we might look at as tzara, as this problem? So I was thinking that it's very possible. It says that up till the days of Mashiach, we don't have what's called the avodas hamoichin, the avoda that is related just to chachma, to bina, to das. Intellectual avoda we don't have. Our main avoda was only the avoda of the midos, purifying our midos. And that's why when we conquered Eretz Yisroel, we only had the land of 7 nations, the 7 midos. Now during Sfiras HaOmer, we're working on the 7 midos. But the first 3, Chabad, it doesn't exist in avoda today. Pure intellectual avoda doesn't exist. After Mashiach comes, Hashem is going to give us the 3 more nations, Keni, Knizi, V'Kadmoini, and then we're going to do the avodas hamoichin. It could be that this period of time, when we are isolated from each other, it's because we have to acclimate or get used to avodas hamoichin. Moichin is an avoda that you don't do with others. Moichin is a very private kind of an avoda. Avoda that has to do with midos, you can't rectify your midos if you're yourself. You don't experience your midos. To rectify your midos, you have to be social with other people. So till now, the avoda was in socializing. But now, during the quarantine, we are preparing for the greatest, how the avoda is going to be after Mashiach comes, the avoda of the Moichin.